Get ready if you have any XRP or HBAR. Yeah, there's blood everywhere. The price of XRP is a lot less than it was a few days ago. We all know that these are great times to live, but before you start crying, say, oh yeah, you say that all the time. That's what I always say on red days, because you stupid people out there, I'm going to show you proof that can't be fought with. Sit down and listen, those of you who know what I'm talking about. Yes, we're going to do that today. There are a lot of things going on. I want to thank all of my friends and the great people on the channel who support me. I love you all so much. In the last 6 weeks, the stock market has gone up 17.2%, which is the biggest 6-week gain since 2020. At the same time, the NASDAQ 100 has gone up 23.2%, which is also the most since 2020. For example, there have been huge gains in the stock market, and we know that a lot of that money ends up in Bitcoin. Bitcoin has also gone up a lot in the last couple of weeks, which is why the 100 went up by 6.8%, which is the second best week since November 2023. We live in very strange times, but you can see it is true for a number of reasons. Firstly, the markets are very optimistic right now because of what will happen between Trump and China. We have more news about that, but you can see that we're getting very close to the level of extreme greed again. We're only a few points behind. Secondly, I want to tell you that we were in a very high level of fear a month ago, and you would have done really well if you had bought at that time. I'm here to tell you, though, that I think levels of high fear might be back within the next 2 weeks, or at least back to neutral or normal levels of fear, which I think will be unbelievable when we see it happen again. A lot of fake news was spread about the XRP case appeal and other things. Officially, Paul Atkins accepted the settlement request from Ripple and the SEC, and they just sent it again by the end of the day on May 16th. He also promised that all the necessary steps would be taken quickly, and we expect the problem to be solved quickly. For better or worse, the last piece in the XRP Ripple court case with the SEC will be put in place. Trump is also putting all of his money into coins. I think that people who are involved in politics should be taken with a grain of salt, even if it's their parents or, in this case, the president of the United States. Before we look at the price action, I want to make sure you pay close attention to this clip. It makes me wonder why these banks need to be around when blockchain can do the same thing better, cheaper, faster, and more openly. That's why I came up with this idea and got into cryptocurrency. I think it will make a lot of things better. Every Friday at 4 p.m., I'm either waiting for a bank transfer to arrive or trying to send one. It's boring and slow, and it doesn't make sense. See what electronic money can do. See what a digital currency backed by the US dollar and US bonds can do. It can be sent anywhere in the world right away, 7 days a week. We will change the way money is handled, and we're fine with that. The new stablecoin Eric Trump launched with World Liberty $1.00 is clear evidence of his greater interest in stable coins. He is putting this product on the market because he believes it will be a success. He wants stable coins to make the US dollar the most important currency, and he wants people who aren't crypto experts like us to use them. They should buy more safe coins so that they can buy more treasuries. This will help the US pay off its debt. Since this is the US, their plan is to keep the dollar as the world's main reserve currency. It's a safe bet, and it looks like a good idea from their point of view, since he's obviously right. Luha $1.00 USD. You should make sure that deals go through quickly and not have to think about Swift. That reminds me, I need to do that. We hear the name Swift a lot. There is a stable coin called USD1 that was made to replace Swift. I know that Eric Trump is going to push it, but it doesn't have the power to really take over like XRP and RLUSD do. Most layer 2 apps still send and receive on the Ethereum main. It does receive data, but it's much more expensive and takes longer to use than its competitors, mostly XRP and RLUSD. That being said, I want to show you that I mean what I say. I've bought XRP on the last 2 red days. You can see a buy here. I've bought at 230 and just above that after today's 6.48% drop. You can see that we're getting very close to the bottoms both times. And yes, I will buy again if we go lower on the daily chart for XRP. And as I said in an earlier video, the stochastic RSI was just starting to move lower. That was in August. Since then, we've had another daily report and we're quickly becoming oversold. I'm going crazy with all these red days I'm buying a lot of things because it makes sense. After a big rise like the one we just saw with days of +7, +9, you name it. Yes, I think we will end up a little higher than where we started. I don't think we'll go back to 179 over here. That's what I want to make clear. But I do think we will reach a new low point sometime in the next week. And this is going to be a great chance to that's why I'm buying. I'm not giving you business advice right now. I'm just telling you what I think will happen. But yes, I am very optimistic about these buys right now. What you can see is that I bought everything I bought today when prices, it's not your fault. All of my trades are public and can be seen for free. I sold when the price was low, very close to the high. I may not have caught the exact high, but I was close enough to make money on XRP around 254. Okay, that's great. We haven't even reached that high yet, and I'm going to buy again. I want to make sure you all know that I have a great plan for how I'm going to do this. When I look at the support and resistance lines, I think about all of this. That's how I set up. There are great starts and great exits almost every time. If we scroll back a little, you can see that we hit resistance and I sold. This is the strategy I use along with a few other important technical indicators that help me regularly catch the tops. You can also look at my trade history and see how well I've done. I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you this because I want to give you the same tools that have made me a lot of money. For now, I'm only giving you money based on the information I use myself. It's all very clear. Every deal I've ever won or lost has been clear. You can use this to your advantage too. We've grown by more than 260% in the last 2 months and more than 100% in the last 2 weeks alone. It's the fact that you can use that right away to follow our easy 3-step process is crazy. Just click on the link below to go to cryptocurrencychallenges.com. Besides that, you'll also get great extras you won't find anywhere else. There is a 10% deposit bonus on both Bitcoin and BitNix. I dare you to find a better deposit bonus anywhere else. That's the first step. The second step is to make a payment. The third step is to fill out this form with your email address and exchange user ID. You'll get an email inviting you to join our Discord and Telegram groups.